If it looks like there's a bit of sweat on my brow, it's not because I'm losing my mind. It's not because I'm completely apoplectic about this state of the church that I love, the Roman Catholic Church. It's because I actually just climbed off the elliptical machine moments ago for a much needed workout. I'm going to try to keep this as concise and tight as possible. Where do these politicians get off thinking that they can just go ahead and change Catholic teaching? Earlier today, Ontario Education Minister Laurel Broten, herself a Catholic, and that's with a capital K, Laurel Broten essentially said that Catholic doctrine on abortion is misogynistic. And it seems that if it were up to her, she would force Catholic educational institutions to not teach against abortion. This echoes statements back in April of another MP, Glenn Moretz. I think he's Catholic. We know he is gay. And in April he said that the Catholic Church can't do that anymore. They can't teach that homosexuality is intrinsically disordered. And hardly a peep from those who would self-identify as faithful Catholics. We've had enough of this. This is maddening, and it's got to end. And I know I'm trying to keep this tight. I could go on forever about this, but I'm trying to save myself a little bit for my launching November 1st of DamienGoddard.com. It's almost difficult. It's almost heart-wrenching to sort of hold back in advance of my blogging video production debut in the form of my own website on November 1st. But I just had to get online right now and just kind of vent. Because this is the situation that we find ourselves in. And I think a lot of it has to do with those who are inclined to just sort of go along to get along and not ruffle feathers. And I think that the time has come now that this has just got to stop. We're seeing complete insubordination of freedom and liberty south of the border with the current president. And I think Canadians as well are being fleeced into thinking that that just seems to be an American phenomenon, that we are somewhat divorced of what is happening south of the border. And I'm of the completely diametrically opposed opinion that we as Canadians need to focus in on what is going on south of the border, because it's already happened here in our own backyard. We are just allowing these injustices to just fly underneath the radar screen. In some cases, go right dead center into the radar screen, right into the crosshairs. And we say nothing about this. We do nothing. And that includes our beloved princes of the church, the bishops. Where are their voices? Are we going to hear anything from the bishops tomorrow morning in the newspapers after what Laurel Broten said about Catholic Church teaching being misogynistic? Will there be any peep whatsoever? It's maddening. It's got to stop. And it's my hope and it's my prayer that it does come to an end. But by God, it won't if we remain silent. We got to speak up. I said I'd keep this short, and so I will. And so I bid you a good evening.